Hi there, and welcome to my Itty Bitty Chapel. My name is Patty Chaffee, and I'm the community minister at Niantic Community Church. The Itty Bitty Chapel is a few moments offered midweek to relax, refresh, and reflect on a spiritual word or phrase. It's usually filmed in or near a sacred space within my home called the Itty Bitty Chapel, and our candle here is lit to remind us of the presence of Spirit within and around us always. If you're so inclined to light a candle in your sacred space and you would like to pause the video now, you can do that. Our word for reflection today is courage. Courage. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by any experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt. I have learned over the years that following dreams and the creative process that brings those to fruition are charged with risk, fear, and uncertainty. By putting ourselves out there, we risk being judged, making something less than perfect, the horror, and even the possibility of, dare I say, failure. But I really believe that dreams are born of spirit. They are planted within us by the God who knows us better than we know ourselves, right? And I think we all have them. But recognizing those dreams, naming them, and acting on them is another story. Sometimes our dreams take a lifetime to even identify. We just feel some ache within us to do something in this wild and precious life we've been given. We might hear a call or push it aside as too big, too foolish, too ridiculous, too impossible. Or we doubt our ability to take on the challenge and embrace something new. It's scary. It's risky. It's too much. Or is it? The comfort of what is familiar is much, much, much easier. Ooh, the coziness of familiarity. In What Would You Do If You Had No Fear? Diane Conway writes, "Courage is usually fear that has said its prayers." I love this. Courage is usually fear that has said its prayers. So do we stay with what is familiar and comfortable? Or do we surrender those fears in prayer? It's a big question. Brene Brown writes about courage in her book, Braving the Wilderness. The foundation of courage is vulnerability. The ability to navigate uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. It takes courage to open ourselves to joy. I believe joy is probably the most vulnerable emotion we experience. And in all her research, she couldn't find one example of courage that didn't require risk, uncertainty, and emotional exposure. She goes on to write, "No vulnerability, no courage. We have to show up and put ourselves out there." Yikes. So what dream has been nudging you? What call to your heart have you yet to answer? Sounds like a good journaling opportunity. I've been contemplating this question myself. Dreams. Yes, retiring someday is one of them, but not yet. Yesterday I was in Weekapaug, Rhode Island with my sister, and we had pulled over to sit at this overlook with a spectacular view of the water, when a swarm, and I do mean a swarm, of dragonflies flew over and around my car. I had no idea what they were until she told me. At 60 years old, I've never seen a live dragonfly. And there were hundreds. I looked it up and wanted to know why all of a sudden, out of nowhere, was I just having this experience with these dragonflies. So I looked it up to see what the symbolism is, because there's always symbolism of the animals and plants and flowers and things in our life. And I found this. In almost every part of the world, the dragonfly symbolizes change, transformation, adaptability, and self-realization. If a dragonfly visits you, and I was being visited, it indicates good luck, prosperity, harmony, and fortune. This tiny animal tells you to live your life with full potential, to live every day like it's the last. Who knew? I had no idea. One of my very favorite quotes that has been with me on this journey for so long, it's by Patrick Overton. He writes, "When you walk to the edge of all the light you have and take that first step into the darkness of the unknown, you must believe that one of two things will happen. There will be something solid for you to stand on, or you will be taught how to fly." I keep you in prayer every day of this very sacred life. And if this message spoke to you in some way, feel free to share it with others. And until next time, may God bless you in every way you need, and may you find the courage to follow your dreams. Namaste.